guess what? The finals are coming. I know, I'm just as stressed out as you are. But in today's video, we will be discussing 5 tips on how to help you concentrate. So when you are studying for your finals, how to just really focus on the task at hand. Now, I did do a similar-ish video and it's called How to Stop Procrastinating, so I'm gonna link it down below, but it is not the same thing. These two videos kind of go hand in hand. The previous one was really focusing on distractions and how to deal with them. And in this video, we're just gonna focus on how to really just stay in there and focus on what you are studying. And before we get started, I would just like to mention that this topic has been suggested to me by, I'm gonna try to pronounce the name correctly, by Maud Abdullah. So hi, if you're watching, this one's for you, and I hope you are happy at how it turned out. Fingers crossed. Now, with that being said, let's just get started with the first tip, and that is one thing at a time. So if you are studying, have just what you are focusing on open. Nothing else should be open on your desk. No books, even your agenda, close it. Everything should be closed except the material you should focus on. Because if not, you'll just be like overwhelmed. Your mind is gonna go to all the other materials, to your agenda. Oh my god, I have to rush because I have to do that next. Close it. Focus on what you really need to study. Open that up and just look at that. Number 2, this is something that has helped me quite a lot, and probably it can help you too. Some people find it stressing. I don't. I like doing this because it gives me a sense of organization. It lets me know where I am and where I should be, and that is set a time for yourself. When you study, know how much you're gonna be studying for. So let's say if you want, you can set a timer. I don't like to set a timer. I just like to have a clock or a watch, something close to me, and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna start to study at 10 and at 12 I should stop, and that's my time frame. Some people, like I said, like to put alarms, but to me, that I just find it too stressful looking at the timer going tick 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 tick. I'm like, oh my god, ah. So the trick here is to be calm, but just set a time frame for yourself, because then you will know where you're at. So let's say if you're just starting to slow down and you look at the time like, oh my god, 30 minutes has passed and I didn't get where I want to, let's speed up. So it's gonna help adjust your level of productivity, and I find it useful. Give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. The next step is all about positivity. So try to inject a little boost into your mood when you study, because it's gonna make you think like you're the boss. So I know all of us, we all love to study in sweats or in like fugly clothes and like all like without makeup and just like our hair in a bun and just like looking like we're zombies. However, I am probably the only person that's gonna tell you, don't do that, because when you feel and when you haven't taken a shower in a really long time, you're not very, I don't know, you don't feel like a boss, like you're ready, like you're in it to win it, you know? What I would suggest is not doing full face of makeup, obviously, but put a tiny bit of effort into yourself. It can be something really small, like doing your nails the night before you have to study. So when you study, you see your nails, they're all done, they're like, I look so good, oh my god, this is gonna go so well. People might think I'm sounding a bit superficial now, that it's all about looks, but it's not. It's little small things that make you feel better about yourself. Or guys, like if you want to wear your favorite shirt, like I don't know, I have a Superman shirt that makes me feel like $1,000,000. Wear that. So when it comes to injecting a bit of positivity into yourself, into your environment, it can be something as simple as putting like a bouquet of flowers on your desk, just something to brighten up your spirit, to make you think, well, to make you believe in yourself, because you can do it. So just like, don't look defeated, because if you go in with the attitude of being defeated, it just won't work. If you think like a boss, then you'll study like a boss. Moving on, this is honestly the most important tip of this entire video. I'm pretty sure I said something similar to this in a lot of my previous videos, but just to make it clear, this will help you tremendously, trust me. Like, this is what you should take away. And that is, when you study, when you read, don't just read, but act on what you're reading. So what I always do is I have my notes in one hand and a blank sheet of paper or a blank, a blank notebook in my other hand with a pen. So when I read, you read and then you see some important points like 1, 2, 3, 4. You read them, and as you read them, you just like quickly write them down on your notepad next to you. Not to take notes, but just so your hand gets used to writing it. That way you're interacting with the material and it's like a game and you're super active and it gets you involved with the material. Trust me, if you do this, there is no way to be bored or to be distracted because you're doing two things at once. And now I'm going to show you something that will probably freak you out, but this is legit what I do. I'm not making this up. So I have, one second. So I have my notes, which are all pretty and all ready to go right here that I am studying. And on the other hand, I have this little thing. This is my writing along notebook. So as I read, you ready? Yes, it is an absolute mess, but that's how it should look like. I write on top of writing. I just write extremely fast, short words. It's just so you review it while you're reading it. So let's say in this book, in this notebook, I see hostile aggression and instrumental aggression. So as I'm reading, hostile aggression, instrumental aggression, on the notebook next to me, this is gonna be hard to explain. So as I'm reading, I'm like hostile aggression, okay, hostile aggression, instrumental aggression. You write it down. Reading sometimes is very passive. You need to be active. And of course, when you're done with your scrap notebook, recycle it. And my last tip for you is to summarize each chunk of what you've studied in your head. So let's say you have to study a few chapters. Once you're done reading a chapter, just quickly review it in your head. So say, what did this chapter really talk about? And that way you'll know what the key elements that you need to take out of this are. Make the material less intimidating. If you chunk it, if you summarize it, it will seem less frightening to you, less big as a whole. And that way you'll retain more because, you know, instead of retaining a huge ocean of things, you're retaining like tiny seas or rivers. Wow, my examples are way off today. So that's it for today, guys. I really hope your studying is going well. Hang in there, the finals are almost done. Mine are in December. They're coming. I know, I'm freaking out. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to me if you enjoyed what you see. I will definitely see you in my next video. Bye, guys!